للذين أحسنوا الحسنى وزيادة ولا يرهق وجوههم قتر ولا ذلة
للذين أحسنوا الحسنى وزيادة ولا يرهق وجوههم قتر ولا ذلة.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear viewers, brothers and sisters, welcome to our new series of errors and correction. This program or show, the ultimate goal of this is to clear some errors Muslim may fall into. In this episode, we will continue clearing some errors that a woman or a man can fall into. We continue our some errors a woman can fall into. One of the major error, or actually I would call it major sin, that women, some women, alhamdulillah, not too many Muslim women fall that, but some may fall in this, which we call it lesbian. A Muslim woman should not do that. A woman should not have sexual intercourse unless it's legitimate and legal with a husband. A Muslim woman should not have, become lesbian with this desire, or actually to have sex with other women. A woman in Islam must have sex with her legitimate husband. A woman should not really go to bed with other women, which they call lesbian. And inshallah, I believe that only a few of the Muslim women do that, and it is absolutely haram. Also, the pious, righteous woman, she should not really fast, even a volunteer fasting, until approved by her husband, especially when she wants to fast, like Monday or Thursday or the white days. Any volunteer fasting must be approved by the husband, because maybe he needs you, and then you tell, I'm fasting. And usually, alhamdulillah, most of the husband, they approve that, because they encourage their wife to fast a volunteer fasting. Also, some women, sometime when she is upset with her husband for any reason, she doesn't approve, and she will not allow her husband to have his right, of course, his right to have sex with her, to have sexual intercourse. Because the women, Rasulullah said, any woman invited or called by her husband to bed and she refused, the angels will curse her. The angel will curse. So a Muslim woman and the good woman should not refuse when her husband asks her for bed. She should respond, unless she is sick, or she has the period, or she has a very reasonable reason. If she has a valid reason, she must tell him what is the reason, and she asks him, tell him, I have this and this. But if there is no valid reason, she must respond to his request. Also, one of the things that some women fall to, when they take some of the eyebrow, some women have the eyebrow, they take too much of it. This is not permissible in Islam. You take the eyebrow or change it. Also, the tattoos. Unfortunately, some Muslims fall into this mistake or this error. They put tattoos, even sometime, unfortunately, in a very sensitive area. So this is not absolute. This is absolutely haram. Tattoos in general for men and women are not allowed. But if you have tattoos and you don't know the rule, you don't know the hukum, it is there, may Allah forgive you, but don't do it again. And even don't try to take it out or clean it, because this you will hurt your body. We know some non-Muslim who became Muslim. They have tattoos before Islam. So we don't, there is no evidence from Quran or Sunnah that the one who was a non-Muslim and he become a Muslim or he embrace Islam, he must clear or clean this tattoos. No, he can't, because if he does, then he will hurt his body and his skin or her skin. But a Muslim who is really born Muslim and must not do these tattoos in her body or any place in the face, in the arm, in the leg, on the foot. You should not do it at all. Also, some women, they're trying to expose their beauty. They want to expose their, but they want other people to see how beauty they are. Even, if the women are not supposed to, hit the floor, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, وَلَا يَضْرِبْنَ بِأَرْجُلِهِنَّ لِيَعْلَمَ مَا يُخْفِينَ مِنْ زِينَتِهِنَّ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, don't hit the floor so other people, know that you are wearing something in your foot. So this is, even this very little sound, you're not supposed to show. Some women, when they walk with high heel, she's wearing high heel. She intentionally put, hitting the floor, so that she, and the high heel sound is different from, the men shoes or a men slipper. The high heel sound, everybody can tell, there's a woman walking, especially when she intentionally hitting the floor. So the woman should not, she should walk, humbly, and she should not really give chance to other people to see her what she's doing. Now we come also to talk about something to do with the, eating and drinking. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has forbidden us from eating in any utensil, either gold or silver, because silver and gold is not actually for Muslim. We Muslim are not avoid to eat any any utensils made by silver or gold. Now I will cover some of the errors which actually concerning also some worshipping for making wudu, cleaning ourselves after passing stool and urine. And one of the mistakes also that people make dua, people standing outside, and when somebody walks out from the toilet, they say them, may Allah cure you, shafitum. This is actually bid'ah. This is not this is one of my errors. People, there is no evidence from Sunnah that you say to the people who walked out from the toilet to tell them shafitum, which means may Allah cure you. Also, having the intention loudly. Some people, when he wants to make wudu, he will say, I have the intention to make wudu for Salat al-Dhuhr, for Salat al-Asr. Also, even when he wants to perform Salah, he said, I intended to perform Salat al-Dhuhr, 4 rak'at. I intended to Salat al-Asr, 4 rak'at. This is not from the Sunnah. I mean, the intention should be in your heart. The intention should be in your heart. You don't have to pronounce it. You don't have to speak it loudly. Once it's in your heart is enough. Whether anytime you make wudu or you want to make salah. The only time you have to speak loudly the intention when you are getting in the ritual of Hajj or Umrah, when you want to make ihram. This is the time you have to say labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika lahu. Then you say labbaik hajjan or labbaik umratan wa hajjan or labbaik hajjan mutamatta' bihi ila al-hajj. This is the only time, but all intention should be silent. You don't have to say it at all. Also, unfortunately, there are some Muslim, they fall into this error. When they are inside the toilet, while they are sitting there and passing, discharging natural discharge, they keep talking, with each other. You will find, 2 persons are sitting inside the toilet and they are neighbor, they are next to each other. And you will see they are talking to each other and give them maybe their life story. This is also a very major error. When you are inside the toilet, discharging natural discharge, you should not talk, you should not speak. Because, the toilet is actually the house of shaitan. So all what you can do, all what you are allowed to do is before you enter the toilet, you ask refuge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from al-khubth wal-khaba'ith. You say, A'udhu billahi min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith, which means I seek refuge from devil and, men male and woman, because khubth, the man and the woman is the also the female also. The female is al-khaba'ith. So when you say a'udhu billahi min khaba'ith, you're asking Allah protection from shaitan. Once you are inside, you no more talking. Now, also there is a common error spreading out between Muslims. See, they said when you make ghusl, you know, with water which is exposed to the sun, that it may have illness or disease. This is not really true. You know, there is no evidence whatsoever about this error, that you can wash, you can have ghusl, full bath with water was in the sun or in the shade. And this is not true, that if you if you wash or clean or have wudu from a water was in the sun, it will cause you any disease or any illness. This is not true. Also, there is a mistake, or actually an error among some Muslims. They said the woman has menstruation should not slaughter the sheep. You know, should not. This is not true. This is actually one of the error spreading out many people. Having menstruation, the women who have menstruation had nothing to do with that slaughtering the sheep or slaughtering the goat. It has nothing to do that, because she's still to consider slaughtering has no need to be clean. In other words, no need to be clean to slaughter a sheep or goat. Also, they think that the women who are actually having menstruation should not, you know, have bath. She should not trim her trim her nails. This is again one of the major error among Muslim. Also, they believe that, you know, trimming the nails for the women and having bath for the woman has menstruation during Ramadan is haram. This is again this is a wrong information. This is not true. A woman who has menstruation can trim her nails. She can have bath in Ramadan. All Muslim who are fasting, they have anytime you feel hot, you can have bath once, one time, 3 times, 4 times, any as much as you want. It will not affect your fasting at all. The sunnah, when you have a sexual intercourse for men and women, when you want to make ghusl, the sunnah you should make, first of all, you wash your private parts. Okay. Some people fall into an error. He just open the water and he just sit under the water, moving his head, moving his, right side. This is not right. The correct way of having ghusl from janaba, from sexual intercourse, first of all, man and women. This is applied to both. First thing, you wash your private parts. Then you make wudu. Then you start water with your right side, and then the left side, then the whole body. And make sure the water go inside the nipple, Make sure. And also under the knees. This is actually the correct way. Just putting yourself under the water and keep the shower going on your body, this is not the right way. The right way is, as I say, to wash your private part, to make wudu, and then to have a full bath. Brothers and sisters, we come to conclude this episode. We look forward to see you again, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.